Hello guys, the Pokemon Chaser here, and today, welcome to what is my third episode of my podcast. Now, today, this week wasn't a drought. It was a huge week for gaming topics, such all that. So, today, I will be quickly covering the 4 topics I have today. I had 6 original ones, but I had to choose 4 so the podcast can be a little shorter because I am in a rush today. So expect another 2 topics to be talked about next week. But first of all, last week was a severe drought. In gaming, such I only had 3 topics last week. And my video was 15 minutes. So I'm trying to find more topics. I'm trying to look outside the box of what I can do, but I don't know what I can do, considering the fact that I really don't know any other game series. I'm trying to look some up, especially the ones in development. I'm trying to also look for other topics as well, but I only want to do gaming and game development. Although I never really focused on development for my first 2 episodes. I'll probably focus a lot more on that if I develop my own video game by the end of the summer. And it's going to be a lot more tedious than you think, because Cuphead took 6 years. There's nothing really going on with the last course right now. In Cuphead, I wonder why I'm even talking about that. So, first topic of today is Roblox changes games to experiences. Now, I don't know why the change happened. Maybe Roblox doesn't wants to go into the metaverse formula, which I think will probably fail, because in the metaverse event, I think it already ended, but it was a complete disaster. It was a complete, utter disaster with the Arthro and stuff. Sparks won, of course, because AJ and that red hooded kid got rigged, and I don't know what happened to that Electro thing. Sparks and won, and people are saying you can get the Falcon Madness, but I'm going off topic. So Roblox decided to change games into experiences. They updated it a while ago to say games are now experiences. I have no official reason why, but I might look later. So that's another plus. And when you exit the games, or now called experiences, Roblox will alert you, do you want to leave this experience instead of game, like it said yesterday or 2 days ago? No, like I said, there's no official reasoning for this. I'm trying to look at it now, but if there's a good reason or a bad reason, I'll talk about it in next week's podcast. If I even remember, I don't even watch my own videos, so, yeah, except when I'm farming views, that happens. So, otherwise from experiences, the funniest experience I had looking up topics was that Nintendo releases a calculator app for the Switch. I have no reason. I have no clue. I mean, with the 600 million homes, or 3 million homes, or 6 million homes, I can't remember, with the Nintendo Switch, I feel like the calculator app on the Switch is a bigger productivity rate. Especially kids that want to cheat on homework can go on the Nintendo Switch, and it's not going to look suspicious. Great. Like little kids just playing on their Nintendo Switches at recess. Do y'all have recess anymore? Because my brother said it's tick season, obviously, by the time I'm recording this. It's obviously tick season, so they're spraying stuff on the playground. A lot of kids are getting exposed to COVID again. Why does this COVID exist? We're going to have to deal with it for the rest of our lives, though. I mean, it would have come up anyway, so what's the point? So, Nintendo I feel like they want to increase productivity on their Switches, like the Switch systems, and have more app time so they can develop more stuff with it. Because they really do count on, what's it called? It's like the time you play the game, it all combines into like 1 billion hours a month or something. And with the calculator, obviously kids can cheat in school, but the kids are also being lured to increase the productivity rates for the Switch. Well, the Switch will probably have no use. I also heard there was a Pro coming out, but in Nintendo, I don't think they're coming out with a Pro like they did with the 3DS and 2DS with the XLs, which I don't think will happen for the Switch because the Switch has been successful and I think it sold more than the 3DS. Wait, it actually sold more than the PlayStation 3. So, it's expected to beat the 3DS sales within 10 years or 5. I can't remember. But Game Boy Advance is obviously second place in the consoles for the world. And, yeah, I think it will beat like Game Boy Advance in like a few months because they're trying to make as many Nintendo Switches without defects as they can because the controller drift is obviously trash. I don't know where that came from. But, yeah. Speaking of the Nintendo Switch, we're talking about Minecraft and its new snapshot. So I think it's like 21W19A or something. It's obviously for the Caves and Cliffs update, which I mentioned this in my first episode of my podcast series, but they decided to separate it into two parts, 1.17 and 1.18, which I'm obviously calling 1.17a and 1.17b. Unless they change that to that, I'm still calling it that. So, yeah. So, the new snapshot for the game actually removes a lot of more content than it adds more content. So it removed the birthday candles, the bundles, and the skulk sensors, which they say it will probably be released in June for the 1.17a, and 1.17b is going to be released on the holiday season. So I guess they consider the items unfinished. So I guess basically considering this, they have the spyglass, but they don't have the bundle, which they considered a really good pair of items. But I guess they didn't want to keep it in. They feel like it was unfinished. I felt it was finished. If I was a game developer, I would have like a checklist. Because there was obviously some bugs. Every game has bugs. You can't fix the bugs. If you fix more bugs, you add more updates in, there's obviously going to be more bugs in the future. Obviously, with the mountains, there's like a bug with a mountain generation that leads to icy caves, which I really want them to keep in Minecraft. That looks really cool. I watched Pixelriff play it. It was really awesome. And plus, it has a new Java 16 program. So if anyone on Java, you gotta get Java 16 to play 1.17 when it comes out. But if you're on 1.16, you don't have to get Java 16 yet. So I'm not on Java Edition. So I might be on Java Edition soon, because I'm getting a new computer, obviously. And, yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. Yeah. I'm part of the Bedrock community. I think Bedrock's better than Java, though. Anyway, speaking about what is better, Minecraft is obviously better than Fortnite, and Epic Games is trying to deal with the epic growth of Apple versus Fortnite, which I thought it got settled, but now it's not, because Apple is trying to grow their monopolistic ideas, and the drama has been growing. It's been affecting companies like Roblox, because Apple is starting to block anyone that basically supports Epic Games. So did Google Play too. It blocked Fortnite. So the whole gist of it is Fortnite added their own custom purchases on their Google Play and Apple versions, and their own version. So Google and Apple take the 30% cut, while Epic Games actually takes a 15% cut, so does Steam, but Fortnite's not on Steam. Anyway, it takes a 15% cut, so 15% of the profits actually go to Epic Games instead of Google Play and Apple. I don't think Google Play is involved in this, but Apple sure is. The only way you can get Fortnite now is on its website, the mobile version, I think it is, but there's also some other versions of it. Yeah, I tried looking at Fortnite again. It was just horrible. It was too laggy on mobile. Fortnite. It's not Fortnite. Fortnite's not my cup of tea. Nah, it's not. Really not. So, I guess Apple versus Fortnite, it's getting really big, and I wish this would be all over already. So Apple can change their monopolistic ways instead of taking $100 per game, which developers can't even put their games on the Apple Store, because one, they take 100%, they take $100 for the, Apple takes $100 per game you put in at the beginning. So if I made a game, sadly, I'm only putting it on Android, because I think Google Play is like $10, one time fee, and Apple's just like, oh, here you go, we want more money, $100 per game you publish. Yeah, most of us can't even afford that unless you're Epic, Rovio, whatever the crap that other company is. Yeah. I'm publishing my thing on Google Play, yeah. Anyway, so I just want this whole thing to be over. Epic Games win, Apple loses, monopolistic ways are changed, and if you enjoyed this podcast, you want to see more of it, please go hit that sub button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell button, and I don't know if I'll be making any more videos today, so I guess you can watch out for that. And if the Pokemon Chaser is out, look out for the next podcast.